What's going on, good people? Now, many of you may not have heard of this at all. Some of you may have. Let's talk about DJ Envy and let's talk about what he actually did. Now, DJ Envy came out and insulted Selling Tampa. Now, Selling Tampa is owned by the same producer who made Selling Sunset. Selling Sunset is an all-white cast of women who are in real estate selling properties. Okay? Now, Selling Tampa is about a minority, black-owned, all-women, black-owned business named Allure. And it's ran by Chad Ochocinco Johnson, fiance or girlfriend, Sherelle. And what she's doing is selling, they're basically stepping in from what they used to be to high-end luxury, which is very rare for an all-black firm. Now, with that, you're selling about 400 to 500 homes at a day when you could step up to high-end luxury. This is a market that is entirely different. Now, let's get to Envy's claim. Envy did a comparison from Selling Tampa to Selling Sunset. One show sells homes, the other one sells none, and I mean none. And said they're showcasing the women in a different way than they're showcasing the women on Selling Sunset. What he's trying to allude to is that, they're making them look like hoes on this show and hoochie mamas who don't know what they're doing, basis to this show here. Both shows are entirely different. Okay, the other show, Selling Sunset, they've already been in the business. They're just showing what they've been doing, and selling these luxury homes. This is a show where people are transitioning into selling luxury homes. Now, this was so targeted. Like I said, you gotta read between the lines. And all the women came out defending, the women that was on the show was like, we did sell homes. What, did you not watch the show? We sold homes. So it's like, we definitely sold homes. Like, did you even finish the show? And he was like, I'm on episode 6. So it's like, you're not speaking with the right context. Plus, this is what they do. If you wanted to have that conversation with them, Envy, why you didn't have any of the cast members on The Breakfast Club? The Breakfast Club is your show. If you wanted them on the show, you could have brought them on the show, explained to them your plight, or brought Sherelle on your show. And then you could have talked and had that debate to her. But they always start with that, no, don't get me wrong. I am happy we got an all-black show. I just wish they showed them in the same light they showed Selling Sunset. That's all. Why would that be your concern? Why would you take a shot at an all-black show and a show where producers are trying for the first time to introduce black people in that light of that business in high-end luxury? You haven't seen it, really. And they take a shot and give these girls the opportunity and the light to probably inspire other women who, believe me, because there's a lot more women now, and going into real estate. Black women, they want to get into the real estate market now. Now, what I've been seeing, and you talking about the way they look, like they look hoochie-ish and all of these things here, you're stereotypically putting them in the bubble. So, in your estimation, they should be sliding down poles. You don't get into high end luxury home selling, okay, unless you can cover it. So they must be very skilled at what they do or talented enough. That's all I'm saying. Now, why would you want to tear down something that's being like the impetus of it? Because if you tear it down and black folks start going against it, then the show is over. It's not like they replacing and bringing the show that you want. But like I said, there's always an agenda. It's always an agenda. Now, for people who may not know, DJ Envy is in real estate. Very interesting. It's very interesting that he's roped Angela Yee into real estate. Very interesting. It also happens to be very interesting that his business partners with Caesar, who's really the real estate guru, they have an event coming up in about a month in February. It's going to be at the Djvlad Center in New York, February 27th, where they're going to talk about real estate to you. Yeah. Now, the seminar that they're charging is about $149 to $300. Now, Caesar, to me, is the better real estate investor because he's smart. Envy is a good follower, emulator. But Caesar knows what he's doing. Now, Envy has gotten into the real estate market on the backs of these brothers. So they want you to go to their seminar. They're causing all this ruckus so that you would go to their seminar. Because he's the expert on it, right? So now he's using selling Tampa as the gas. You see? See how that worked? And he also wanted to get a real estate show on television with him and Angela Yee. See, I know all about you, Envy. I know all about you. Now, let's say the show isn't what you like. Why would you want to tear that down? See, Caesar, I know because he's been in the real estate market up here in Chicago for a while. Well, Caesar lost a lot of weight. You know, he used to be in the NFL for a minute. But his situation is different. Caesar used to he used to come here on the real estate ventures and buy a lot of land and buy them out like 40, 50,000. He'll buy a couple for like 40, 50,000. Fix it up. Uh, you know, rent it, buy these rental properties, flip them. After you fix them up, get it reappraised, get about 250. He could get about two something off of them. Then he'll take that money to go buy another one and do the same thing and flip them. Now they're in the business mostly of flipping because now it's the right market to flip in. This is the flipping market for the next 2 years. And the reason why it's a flipping market is because it's not a lot of foreclosures anymore because of C-19. And because of C-19, you're going to be basically, the banks are not going to be beholden to any foreclosures because you ain't going to foreclose. They're not kicking people out. You see that? You're not really kicking people out of their homes. Other places, they have it where you don't even have to pay rent. They got it where rent paying, forget all that. That's a thing of the past. So you're not paying rent. You don't have to worry about anything. So what's the problem? So to me, it's not a time to be renting properties. But a lot of girls who are dancers in the club are realizing that I'm going to go into real estate. But before, it used to be nursing. Nursing is where they want to go into. Now I'm hearing real estate a lot. Now I'm going to get my real estate license. I'm going to go sell real estate. Well, that's good that they want to get into real estate business. But it's one word in there, business, and you got to learn it. You just can't walk in and because somebody think you're fine, they're going to say you buy your property. It don't work that way. Envy knows that. People who buy that kind of property with money, it's not even about making the payments when you're doing high-end luxury. But let me take that back. Envy is not in high-end luxury. He's in a whole different real estate bracket. He's in the middle class areas because that's where he finds his money. So right now, they're looking for, like, if you're Caesar, you're looking for gentrificated areas or areas that they're trying to make in the zone, what they call the zones, where they're basically taking the low-end houses in the area where they know they're going to be gentrifying that area, and they're getting it reappraised and sold again for 3 times the amount. So if you want to go to the seminar, I mean, you might learn something, not from DJ Envy. You'll learn something from Caesar. Caesar's there. So definitely listen to Caesar speak because he's the one that knows something. Envy is just basically a name. And he's only regurgitating what he heard Caesar say. So there you go, Envy. We have promoted your real estate venture. Now, you see how that works? Tear down another black entity. They would never say anything about selling Tampa. But, oh, they got a black show. Let's attack the black show. Well, definitely what they're doing is they're looking at Chicago, Cleveland, Baltimore. You could throw Minnesota in there. Now, what's happening in all of those areas? They're gentrifying areas over there, and you can find good, cheap properties and fix them up and sell them for 3, 4 times the amount. And you take that money and go and buy another one. So flipping, the process is a lot simpler than actually going through the hard work and the hard things that they got to deal with in the marketplace and stepping into high-end luxury. So what they do on selling Tampa in their real estate, DJ Envy has never done. Okay? It's like saying someone whose paintings are in the art gallery compared to somebody that paint houses. They're the same. They're not in the same business. Even though it's all real estate, it's not the same. So hopefully we got that clear. Now I'm going to answer a couple of questions that was from the last video. But first, hopefully you guys hit the like button, subscribe to this page, hit the notification bell. Let's support Kwame Brown Bus Life. Bus Life News and Sports is other page. Welcome to HD TV with the 2 eyes in front. Everybody here should know who HD is by now. Seahawks Jose Rodriguez, follow his page. I got to see what's going on with the Edit W channel, because Edit W channel didn't change their imprint title. I know Lo's father has passed away. He was quite ill, and he just recently passed. So I've not seen him since. I'm gonna try to get out there this weekend and watch the playoff games with him. But my heart goes out to him and his twin brother, Tail. So I'm going to try to see them this week, see how they doing. Now, let's get to the gist of these questions. Now, these questions y'all got are something else. Let me get over here. I was just on the questions. Damn. Just give me a second. Just got to go grab them. I don't want to get anybody's questions wrong. How do you don't know who Gunna is, Very easy. I don't know who Gunna is. I mean, I didn't think that would be a very big thing for me not to know. But yes, I don't know who Gunna is. Lakers will be the first team to come from the 8th seed to win an NBA championship. That could be the case. It hadn't been seen before, but doesn't mean just because it hasn't been seen, it can't never happen. So, you're right. They could do that and make another record for LeBron, another LeBron James record, but they do that, I'm done. I mean, really, I'm done. If you take this inferior team and give them and reward them with an NBA championship, then I, I'm done with basketball because they're not playing basketball. When he retires, then I could probably come back, but at that point, it's defeated because they just ruined the integrity of the game to try to help LeBron James, and it's just wouldn't make sense to me. So, you need you an overweight girl. An overweight girl, you don't have to worry about her going out because that's not how she got overweight. She got overweight by staying in the house. And you need a girl that stays in the house. Um, I don't want to date somebody because they're overweight. Um, it's because I want them to stay in the house. Have you seen overweight people outside? You've seen them there, and then what's overweight to them? Their whole family might be 400 pounds. The problem, and that's the problem, everybody's caught up into a lot of physical attractions. When you're talking about somebody you want to be with for the rest of your life. I mean, physical attractions are a part of it, but you might be attracted to someone, but once you get to learn and love the person, and let's say you dating a model who look like the hottest chick you like or ever seen, right? You start dating her, then as soon as you're dating her, she change, she gain weight, she have children, she's not losing the weight. What you gonna say? Man, you changed. I might have to get rid of you. Then you didn't really love that person in the first place. So that's that. Now, if they're getting to a point where it's affecting their health, then you might want to look into that. So, on that note, I say, God bless all of you. Take very good care of yourself, and we'll chat again later.